right, welcome to One Nation of Sports Soccer Magazine Extra. I'm your host, Kirk DeMars, and we've got a great program for you tonight. Wait till you meet this young man if you don't already know him. I know a lot of you already know him. You've seen all the different things that he does on the football and on the football field, the basketball court, and just you're just gonna really have fun with his personality. So I'm setting him up pretty high level right here, and that's because he's at a high level. So uh, we are interviewing tonight Kendric Johnson of the Jefferson City Jays, and again, like I said, he plays on the football team and on the basketball team. We'll talk about his article in Sports Soccer Magazine. Check that out. And again, Katie does an outstanding job with the photography and uh, great article. We're going to get into a lot of the different questions and dig a little bit deeper with some of those, but I want to just show you some of the pictures in his article. I want you to take a special note down here. On this side, there is Kendrick getting ready to catch the football. Now, there was somebody that was throwing him the football, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit, but um, he could have definitely had maybe a little bit better quarterback throwing him the ball. So we'll find out about that for sure. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and bring Kendrick on. But I want to encourage you, make sure that you make in the comments sections, if you have any questions, make sure you get in there and put those questions in. Also, if you have comments that you want to share about Kendrick or just some different things you appreciate about him and his career, go ahead and put those in there as well, and we'll try to get them on the program. All right, without any further ado, let's go ahead and bring Kendrick on. All right, Kendrick, how you
What's
doing,
up?
man?
What's up?
You doing all
Good. How
right?
are you? How are you?
I'm good.
Yep.
Thanks for taking out some time. I know you've been real busy with, you said you had a little bit of a dead time right now.
Yep.
Was
Loving
that
that.
last for just a few seconds?
I think 2 weeks, and then we
Okay.
have some conditioning next week. I think so.
Okay.
Not too much time off.
Yeah. Well, between the two sports, I mean, you're pretty dedicated to both of them. You've been going to like football camps. You also play AAU basketball.
Mhm.
Um, so you're busy all the time.
Yep. Got
Probably got
to.
mom and dad probably traveling all over the place and following, checking out stuff, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
good. All right.
Yep.
Well, let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about your article in the July August issue of Sports Soccer, and it said from casts to champion or to championships. Jay wrote that article, and I think what he was trying to say is that it illustrates your resiliency as well as your determination to compete at the highest level and give it your all. Um, what did, where did you get the determination to fight through an injury like that? I mean, talk about, what happened to your wrist.
So the summer going into my junior year, I broke it in like the little link summer league. Um, so after that, I got surgery on it, and was told they didn't really like know when I was gonna get out of it. So every practice in football, I didn't know when I was getting out, so I just had to get used to uh, having the cast on. But once it was all done, I think it just taught me you just gotta beat the like it was a disadvantage, but you gotta turn it into your own advantage. So once I started getting the hang of learning how to catch it and just working around it. I thought it was just a great thing for me to see myself do something like that because I going into it I didn't really think uh, I thought it was going to set me back.
Uh-huh. So yeah, talk about as a defensive back, how difficult was that playing with that cast and trying to learn how to use that hand that had, obviously something on there wasn't giving you your normal flexibility and grip.
Um, I think playing defensive back with it was just a little bit easier than playing receiver with it because I know the ball was coming to me when I was on offense, but defense. I mean, I probably could have had a few more picks, but it's no excuse. But yeah, it was a little difficult, but by the second game, I was already used to having it on.
Yeah. How long did it take you after you got the cast off to really have that full mobility, like you were used to having?
Um, I would. It was kind of weird because after Uh, I think we played the Final Four game on like a third. I don't know when it was, but the next Monday, I got my cast off, and I was at a basketball tournament the next weekend. So, and I was told I wasn't going to play that much, so I wasn't preparing to, and I probably played the whole game. So I think sometime after that tournament is when I started getting my feel back, dribbling the
Okay.
ball and stuff.
Oh, good. That's good. Um, so you, as a defensive back, you do need to use your hands a lot. We
Hmm.
talked about picking off passes. So, you know, trying to get people to understand just and you're talking about receiving the ball, but just some of the adjustments that you had to make. I mean, you got one good hand and then the other. I mean, how limited was your mobility with the one?
Um, I really only had like a little bit of my thumb I could use, and then the four fingers. But just trying to do stuff, and then I had another defender as the cast like on my palm. I couldn't really like say I was trying to get off a block. I couldn't get into the shoulder pads because I had
Hmm.
another guard right there. But um, yeah, it was a challenge at first until I started to figure out how to work around it.
Hmm.
But
So was it your shooting hand or your non-shooting hand in basketball?
it was my non-shooting hand. It was my left.
Okay. Well, that was helpful then, right?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Well, talk about your article in Sports Soccer Magazine. What did that mean to you, and um, how many autographs have you gotten from family members? Stuff like that.
It was fun just taking the pictures and stuff like that, and then just having like my family just send me the pictures of what they see on the magazine. I think it was cool, and then the story they were talking about when it was happening, I didn't really think of it being a good thing, but after uh, coming back and just what I did after, I think it was just a great thing.
Yeah. Well, we had a lot of fun out there, and again, Katie, my daughter, she has lots of fun with creativity, and especially when she's got good subjects that will try some different things, and so you did an outstanding job with that. So um, let's see. What about that guy throwing you the football in those action shots? I mean, was the ball coming in like a flailing duck, or was it semi okay?
It had a lot of heat on it. I
Oh,
had
okay.
trouble catching it. Yeah, it was crazy,
Okay.
but yeah,
Thanks for that. I
stung my
appreciate
hands
that.
after.
Okay. Yeah, it was your wrist might have still been hurting just a little bit, right?
Yeah, after that.
Yeah. No, that was a lot of fun out there. The embarrassing thing was is I missed you really bad a couple of times, and so you know we'd say okay, just a couple more shots, and then I'd throw a bad one, and then you'd have to do it again. So my bad. I was just trying to help you
No,
with your
it was all
condition.
good. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Before we talk about each sport that you compete in, why don't you tell us about your coaches? Because you've had some coaching changes have been taking place. But why don't you tell us about what you appreciate about your previous coaches, as well as what you're looking forward to with your current ones?
I would just say both basketball and football, just all the staff. I think I appreciate everything they did, the time they put in outside of practices and film and stuff, and just showing us that their dedication into us and just trying to make us be the best players and people as we can, with or without our sport.
Now, you told me a little bit before we started the program. You're talking about what you're looking forward to with some of the coaches coming in. You guys, I mean, you came off of two very successful seasons in both football and basketball. What are the expectation levels of that for you guys as players, as well as what the coaches have been saying?
Just not letting what happened in the past get to make our head too big. Because every year is a new year and anybody can beat you. So just not having that cocky mindset and just coming in as we're just like every other team. And I think we have a target on our back this year, but we had it last year. So just trying to get better every day.
Absolutely. Okay, we got a couple of comments here. We got James Tharp. Good luck in your senior season, Kendrick. And then
Thank you.
Daniel Young says, "What's up, Kendrick?" Aiden says hello. So,
What's up, Aiden? It's my
thank you
guy.
guys for comments. Again, feel free if anybody has questions too. Feel free to jump in with that. All right, now we're going to get into the nitty gritty. I mean, this is probably one of the most important parts of the interview. Tell us about mom and dad and what a difference they've made in your life.
I'll start with my mom. She just drives me uh, from camp to tournament uh, to doctor's appointment. Just she's always willing to do what it takes to make me, or like she just helps me achieve what I want to achieve, and she's just always there to support me. And then my dad, he just taught me to just work for everything, and nothing's gonna just come to you. So even when you do achieve something, there's always something else to go get. So never be content with one thing and just work for everything.
Very good. So this is an important question too. What age would you say it was when you were finally able to beat your dad or mom in a race How old do you
Oh
think you were?
shoot. Um, my mom, I probably beat her since I could even remember. My dad, I want to say like probably like 13, 14,
Okay.
something like that. Cause I remember racing him a while ago. Like it was a couple years ago. He beat me at a little pumpkin patch or something, but he
Okay.
keeps holding on to that one.
Does he? All right. Was there like
Yeah,
was there like mud involved, out there where
yeah.
something?
It's a whole
Okay.
bunch of mud, a whole
Okay.
bunch of mud.
All right. Yeah, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Dad's always going to use that, right?
Yeah,
All right. Now, okay, we
it's
got a
the only
question here
one.
from Jack Young. What are you most looking forward to heading into your senior season?
Just taking everything in, all the experiences, because I just remember coming into high school as a freshman and just just taking days and just let them go by. But um, just soaking everything in one last time with my teammates and stuff like that, and just enjoying the experience.
Okay. I want you to look at that comment on the screen by Isaac. Can you see that one? Let
When's
me
the
see
last
if I can pull it
time?
up.
Dude,
When's the last
depends on
time
what.
you beat me? You remember that?
Yeah. Last time I was in St. Louis, I was beating him in 2K. But on the court, he hasn't played me in a while, so can't
Okay.
remember that one.
Okay. Very good. Um, I'll throw out real quick with my dad. I can remember the first time I beat him in a foot race, and then so I finally felt good. I beat my dad, and then I
Hmm.
said, "Come on, let's go again." And that was the last time he ever raced me. He would never do it again. I was like, you beat
That's
me all
good.
these years, and now I finally beat you, and you're not going to let me kind of do a few more on that. So
Yeah,
I get, but I
yeah,
didn't. Your dad. I mean, he's going off of the pumpkin patch, so he'll have that
man.
for all the years to come.
Yeah, he hasn't tried to race me after that either. It's crazy.
I don't know what that is. What values have you learned from your mom and dad that you're going to be able to take on and apply in your life as you continue to go on?
Um, just just keeping a selfless and just keeping a 9 second mentality, just putting others before you, and if it's just somebody else's success to make your team better, or just be dedicated to what you want and just go get it if it's out there, and just be motivated. Don't be content with anything, and that's it. I think.
Okay. Now, you know, Isaac beat us to the punch. We're going to go ahead and talk about your siblings and the special relationship that you have with them.
I got a brother and a sister, Isaac and Gwen. Isaac, he did a big part in my life, just going through everything the first time and just letting me see him play sports and travel and stuff, and it just made me want to play the sports too, and just carry out playing high school sports and then to college. Um, and I think that was a big thing, just letting me see that somebody in my family has done it before. So I just gotta keep that on. And then my sister, still trying to get her better at basketball, but I think she'll be a softball player when she grows up. And yeah, she's still mean now, but it's starting to get better between me and her.
Okay. How old is she?
She's 8.
She's 8. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's that sibling rivalry that all goes on. My sisters, I don't think they could stand me. When growing up, I was the oldest. I knew everything that everybody did, and if they didn't do something that I thought was right, then I'd say, if you don't tell mom and dad, I will. So
Hmm.
I just had that upper hand. Be able to get what I wanted.
Yeah.
But we get along great now. We get along great now. I do want to ask a question. You said Isaac playing soccer in college, right?
Hmm.
Does he still do that?
Yep.
Still do that flip?
What'd you say?
Does he still do his flip?
Oh, I haven't seen the flip in a while. I don't think
Okay.
he has it anymore.
You don't think he has it anymore? Okay.
I don't
All
think
right.
so.
What's up? What's up with that, Isaac? Do you do that there for them, or is that was just reserved for magazine and close acquaintances? Is that what that was for? We'll see if he responds to that. Oh, he
Man.
said getting old. Okay, I can completely understand that, my man. I can completely understand that. All right, Kendrick, we've flown through this first half. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll come back with the second part, and then we'll also hit the speed round, just asking some fun questions. And I'm sure your family's going to want to jump in on that as well. So we'll do this quick break, and we'll be right back.
All right.
CNS Business Services has been connecting employees with employers since 1977. Recently, CNS rebranded to CNS Employment Solutions to more clearly define their mission of serving the needs of applicants, employees, and businesses while remaining current and evolving with the changes in the workforce. One important thing has not changed. CNS Employment Solutions partners with a wide variety of employers, placing employees in jobs that match their skills and needs.
Say yes to CNS.
All right, CNS Employment Solutions, Paula Benny and her team over there, they do an outstanding job. They make sure that local employers find the people that they need to fill jobs, and they do a great job with connecting the employee with the employer as well as vice versa. Um, Again, they do an outstanding job. If you know somebody that needs a job, get them hooked up with CNS Employment Solutions, and they'll get them the right job for them at that time. Also, we have another sponsor for our coach of the issue, and it is Big Whiskies. And they recognize our local coaches when we do an article on them each issue. And we appreciate all the time and all the effort that our coaches put into our student athletes. And a lot of people do not understand all the time and all the sacrifices that they make as they are mentoring, as they are teaching, as they are instructing, and just as they're just out there pouring everything into these kids. And so we just want to say thank you to Big Whiskies for recognizing them. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring Kendrick back on here, but we've got a couple of people jumping in here, and this is going to be good. All right, I'm glad she popped on here. Brooke Thomas. All right, Kendrick, adults see that you're a great role model to the younger generation. What advice can you give to the kids coming up that want to play sports and, most importantly, multi sports? What kind of advice can you give them?
Just not compare yourself to other kids. Because I think that's a big thing when you try to compare yourself to other people. That's when uh you try to, I don't know, you try to be like them. I think the best thing I could say is just be yourself, and uh just trust what the work you're putting in is gonna pay off, and you don't have to be on the same level and the same path as other people to see success.
That's a great answer. Very good. And thank you, Brooke, for jumping on. And when Isaac was talking about, getting old, please, Brooke, do not share about what you saw me on the basketball court playing church league basketball. That was getting old right there. So let's not get into that. James Tharp also said, since you're talking about family, please tell everybody what um, how let's we're gonna change the words. How good a football player your granddad was.
Oh yeah, uh, he's he's great. Won state back to back as a quarterback and then a running back at JC. So uh, that brings some tradition. So when I play, I know who was there before. My grandpa, my dad, my uncle, everybody playing there. So yeah, but I heard he was a dog. I never seen him play, but he tells me a lot of stories about him and Pete. It sounded like a great time to play.
Yeah, very good. Cotton Walker is jumping on. He said, "Great point, Kirk. Thank you, Cotton. I appreciate that. Anytime I have a great point, that's good to hear." And another fantastic show with a great local athlete, example, leader. Keep working, Kendrick. And that's that's what you're doing. Keep
Thank
working.
you.
So good job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cotton. Uh, let's see, Darian Malone. How are you mentally preparing for your senior season?
Um, just not putting too much pressure on stuff that's coming up and just taking it day by day. And just uh, making sure, like outside of sports, I'm not overloading myself and just enjoying my summer. Because I feel like once you put so much pressure on yourself, that's when bad results come. But just making sure I'm good outside of football. Because I'm going to come back to my natural ability when I comes back onto the field.
All right, thank you. And that's a great question. Cotton Walker again said, proud of your work and results. Again, thank you guys. All right, let's go ahead and get into a couple other questions, and let's go ahead and start with football. Why do you love that game? And tell everybody all the different positions that you play.
I play receiver, cornerback, and then I kick a little bit. Um, and then I like playing football because just watching uh, the high schoolers when I was a little kid coming to watch like the traditions and just the fun that everybody would have at Friday night games. And then just watching college and NFL, it just looks like a fun environment just to play in and make other people happy when you're playing. And when you do something, I think it's just more than you and just everybody's excited. So,
Good, very good. You've earned some individual recognition. We'll talk about that. Tell us about what it was like going to the Final Four, and what were some of the highlights on that run.
um, are we talking about football?
Football, football, football. Yeah, we'll talk about football.
um, it was fun because going into the season, um, I don't think anybody really thought we were gonna go to the Final Four, but I think after we played, I think it was Rockbridge. We all knew what we were capable of doing, going uh, further in this season, and then just seeing it finally come together. Once it was all said and done, it was over. I think we had a good feeling about everything that we put in that season. Just um, I don't know, it's just a great time to play with all those guys.
Yeah, you guys had done something that they hadn't done for quite a while. I don't
Hmm.
remember how many years it was, but yeah, you guys
It was a
definitely brought
while ago.
yeah, you brought back some excitement. Let's talk about some of your individual honors. Let's see, football, all-state defense, two
Yeah.
all-district selections, two CMAC all-conference and all-media team honors. Talk about that, and some of the other individual stuff, and what that's meant. Also talk about what it's meant, sharing that as a team.
Um, it was it was crazy to see because that was my first time getting on state in a sport, so that was awesome. And then um, just as a team, it was just fun to have everybody was on the same page. So when I'm getting an award, it's basically going to the whole team because if I didn't get put in the situation to uh, do what I did, um, I wouldn't have the award. But yeah, our team is just really bought into winning, and I love it.
All right, good. Well, you've got a personal goal of this year. You said that you would like to get 1,000 yards receiving, um,
Hmm.
along with your continuous training, film sessions. How do you think you're going to be able to achieve that?
Just going 100% every practice, every workout. Being in the on the film huddle, just studying stuff and keeping the main thing. So at the end of the day, I would rather win more games than achieve my personal goal. But um, I think if everything goes right and we focus on just winning and getting better every day, I think I'll be able to achieve that.
That's the right mindset, and that the other stuff will take care of itself. And I think that's what happens when you've got that good team concept is that, each person is stepping up, trying to help the other to become better and holding each other accountable and trying to reach your goals that way. So that's awesome. All right, we got another good question here. Well, not a question, but a comment from Chad Burks, one of the best. He is so nice. What a great young man for everyone to look up to. Keep up the hard work and enjoy your senior year.
Appreciate
Awesome.
it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chad. Appreciate that. All right. Now let's move on to basketball. Let's go onto the court where you play point guard. You also went to the Final Four. Tell us about that whole experience and the highlights that you had there.
Um, right now, currently, that's probably my favorite or my best high school experience so far. Just from beating Hawaii in the district championship, and then after losing twice to them, that was great. And then just going to Mizzou and seeing all the public schools, kids from elementary to middle school, and then even the high school, JC, just bringing everybody out to support us. It was crazy. I know we were playing in a big stadium, but it felt like everybody was in the seats. So that was a great experience. And then after going to the hotels, just knowing that tomorrow we're going to play in the state championship was kind of a unreal feeling because I never thought we were going to play in a state championship game. I don't know. When you think of that, it just feels like it's crazy that we were the ones to be the last two teams playing in the state. So that was a great
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah, it was awesome. I can remember that. I mean, obviously you guys were pumped up and motivated, but were you also a little on that championship game? Was there just a little bit of a level of nervousness going into that?
Yeah, I think going in any game, everybody has a little nerves, but just knowing that was on like that stage and what was at stake, there's a little bit.
Okay, good. All right, we got Cody Higgins has got a question here. Says that you were pretty instrumental in getting some of your basketball buddies to play football. How did you rally those guys to join in, and what expectations do you have for them?
Um, I brought them out because I trusted them and I knew what abilities they had and what they could bring to our team. But um, Vince and Judah just specifically, it wasn't really hard. They always said they wanted to play, but never really had the drive just to go out there and play. But once you start going to the field and stuff, um, yeah, I got them to play. And then Will uh, took a little challenge to get him out there just because he hadn't played in a while. But yeah, I'm happy to see that they all got out there. And now that they're all bought in, I think we're gonna be really special this year.
Awesome. Very good. All right, now let's talk about some of the accolades that you've received individually in basketball, and then we'll talk about some different goals that you might have in improving on that. Let's see. So in basketball, you've been named to the CMAC All Conference and All District teams twice each, and also been recognized on the All Media team twice. Um, so
Hmm.
different sport, but how did what did that mean to you in basketball?
It was cool. Trying to get all state at least try this year. But yeah, it's awesome. As long as we're winning, then
Yeah,
I could care less about that stuff. But yeah, it's cool to just see looking back at stuff like that.
you're sounding a lot like Patrick Mahomes. I mean, you're that's as long as we're winning, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
All right. Uh, talk about the team aspect in both sports, and what do you appreciate about your teammates both in football and basketball?
Just the level of trust everybody has for football and basketball. Um, just knowing everybody's abilities and just being encouraging because um, I don't think any player is going to play good when their teammates don't trust them. So I think that's what makes our team really special because everybody knows that uh, we don't care if somebody misses a shot. Or does a penalty or something like that. I mean, we're gonna care, but as long as you got trust in everybody, then that that what makes your team special. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
good. No, you're good. Trust me, I do that all the time. Uh, I want to ask you this about what you're involved in outside of sports. I mean, you don't have a lot of time, but I know you have some different clubs and some different things that you're interested in, like FCA and stuff like that. Why don't you talk about those a little bit?
Yeah, I'm in FCA. They do that every Wednesday during the school year, and then the We Are All Jays with the Special Olympics, and then I feel like I'm forgetting one.
I
Oh,
think.
and then Young Life.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. Those are all just I don't know, just bringing everybody together, no matter their background, just having a fun time with everybody.
Yeah, very good. How rewarding is it working with younger players or maybe special needs as well? How rewarding is it for you when you're working with those people, just trying to um, show that you care and that you want to pass on some of the stuff that you've learned?
Um, just just knowing that with the younger kids, just I was a little kid at one point, and then just through We Are All Jays, just showing the support to them, and just I don't know, just showing like it doesn't matter what you have going on, you can still have fun, and as long as you're enjoying life, it's awesome. Like
Yeah, very good. You know, it's very rewarding, and also to see. I will call him my friend Elijah Mayfield, and Elijah he he's overcome a lot of different challenges. I mean, he's been up at the governor's office, working up there, and um, I the one of the things I remember all the time he would say, "How's it going, buddy?" Point at me. "How's it going, buddy?" And I can remember being out at a baseball game one time, and actually it was the Jays playing against Helias, and he was
mhm.
bat boy or manager, or whatever. And all of a sudden he come around. I just saw his head peek around the corner. "How's it going, buddy?"
That's awesome.
Uh, Good young man. All right. So let's talk a little bit. I know you haven't decided yet, but tell us a little bit about future plans beyond high school and some things that you're kind of thinking that you want to do.
Um, I plan to go to college. I'm not decided on a major yet, so need to figure that out soon. But um, in sport, I'm not really sure yet, football or basketball. But yeah, I'm just really undecided right now.
Okay. That's a good answer, and I will not push you any further. You did good. You got some time yet, and so just enjoy the ride on all of that. Okay, we've jumped through all the regular questions, but now we're going to jump into what we call the speed round, and we're going to start off with what is your favorite go-to snack or food after a game?
Ooh, oh my! All right, so I make croissants, but I put like pepperonis and cheese, so I make my own little like pizza. I like making that.
Okay,
It's so
so you
random, but it's so
yeah, but
good.
you don't even trust anybody else with it. You're just like, I'm making my own food. I know what I like, and I'm going with that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had anybody make that for me, but
Okay,
yeah,
all
keep
right.
it that way.
Uh, Favorite Let's go with favorite professional football and basketball teams.
Um, basketball team. I don't really have a team, but my favorite player is Kevin Durant,
Okay.
and so I'd probably say, yeah, I'd probably just
Okay.
say Kevin Durant because I
All
don't really
right.
have a team. But football, my favorite team is the Seahawks.
Okay.
Um, even through throwing a pick on the 1 yard line, I'm still a Seahawks fan. But
Yeah. That was
yeah,
rough, wasn't it?
yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. Well, I am a Chiefs fan through and through, but I'm going to tell you that it was brutal for a lot of years. I mean, we had some
Mhm.
horrible quarterbacks, and I'm just
Yes.
enjoying every moment right now. That's all I can say, because you don't know how long
Yeah.
it's going to last. One thing I did
Hmm.
like about the Seahawks, the Legion of Boom, I, I liked when
Yep.
they had that. That was good. And
Hmm.
why they didn't give Marshawn Lynch the ball on the goal line, I have no idea why. But
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah,
It was wild.
good. If there's anywhere in the world you could go, where would that be and why?
Um, kind of. I want to go to Hawaii. It just looks nice. You don't. I don't know. It's just a beautiful place just to go.
Okay. Tell me if you're going to do that because I have a friend that lives there now. He keeps trying to get me to come there, but he lives on Kona and he talks
Oh,
about how awesome the coffee is. And so when he comes back to the States, he brings his own coffee with him. So it must be pretty
oh
good to
shit.
bring it. So yeah, let me know and I'll hook you up with my friend Matt and
All right.
they'll take you around.
I will.
All right.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, now we're going to get a little bit serious. Mom might chime in. I'm not sure. What is the least favorite chore for you to do around the house?
Um, I'm trying to think. I don't know. It's something with taking out the trash. It's just there's just so much stuff in there, and when it starts dripping, sometimes I just get so disgusted. Um, yeah, that'd probably be the worst one. Even though it could go by really quick, it's just like the fact that I know everything's in here, and it's crazy.
Okay, good. So do you have to take out the trash a lot?
Um, I wait till it's kind of bad. I wait till it gets a little too high, and then I'll do it. But yeah, I probably need to start getting on it. Like this one right here is it's doing pretty good right now. So
All right. Let's see. Isaac says Remy Duty by far.
oh yeah, I like the dog. Uh, they leave their stuff out, so it gets chewed up. So that's their fault. But
All right. So I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to go back on my mom. Taking the trash out was one of my least favorite things to do as well. And here's the reason why. Because my mom
mm,
would wake me up on Saturday morning to go and take the trash out. I mean, early on Saturday morning. So that's the one day you should get to sleep in a little bit on Saturday morning. She would wake me
yeah,
up early to take it out, and the trash guy wouldn't even come until like Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm like, what was the hurry, mom?
yeah.
All
Oh
right,
yeah, I love
so your mom,
sleeping.
your mom's bringing in something else here, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that up on screen here for you just to take a quick little look
Oh my goodness.
at.
Yeah.
Putting clothes away. Is that a close
Okay.
second, or is that just mom's frustration with not putting the clothes away?
That's just hers. Cause like
Okay,
they'll be like on the bed or like not in the way. It's just like every time they come in the room, it's just there's clean clothes. They just sit out, and I don't put them in the drawers. But
okay,
I don't see a big problem with it because not in her way. But I guess she gets annoyed.
okay. So do you like? I mean, do you like fall asleep on top of them? You do that?
Um, the first night, none of them really fall off the bed, but second, third night, start kicking them on the floor and stuff like that. But yeah.
All right, there you guys go. All right, I'm gonna stop there. I mean, everybody's getting a good picture of what goes on chore wise, and I'm not gonna I'm not gonna get you in trouble anymore. You've been good answering all those questions. I want to just finish up real quick by allowing you the opportunity to share your thanks to some different people if you would like.
I just want to say thank you, to my mom, dad, really my whole family, uh, my siblings, uh, and just letting me be in the position I am today. And then thank you, Kurt, just for having me on this and putting me in the magazine. I think it was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll look forward to having you come on again another time. And my friend Derek Spicer popped on here saying Kendrick's a nice young man with a bright future. And I've had Derek's been on here several different times as a co-host, and he's brought on some people with him. Neil Smith brought on Kimball Anders. Ozzie Smith.
Hmm.
Um, that was fun for me. All those guys. So also we had Holly Nunn. She's saying that you're digging a bigger hole. Thank you, Holly.
Wow, that was funny.
All right, Kendrick, I'm going to have you hold on here for just a moment. I want to one last thing here. Really proud of you, Kay. Love Cody.
Oh
Be
yeah,
plus
thank
Will.
you.
All right. If you hold on as I close out the program, I'll visit with you just really briefly afterwards. But it's been great having you on here.
Thank you.
All right, I'll be right back. All right, everybody, thanks for joining us tonight on One Nation of Sports Locker Magazine Extra. Kendrick did an outstanding job. It was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for jumping in and sharing all your comments. It was great and made the show good. I want to add in here real quick, Trey. I don't want to miss this. Congrats on a great junior year, Kendrick. Can't wait to watch you again this year. And also Cody. Really okay. We got that one. All right. Thank you guys again for jumping in. Looking forward to what lies ahead for Kendrick. But thank you guys for joining us on One Nation of Sports Soccer Magazine Extra. I'm your host, Kirk DeMars. God bless you, and I will see you next week.